Hi there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona and this is Ralphie, and today I'm sharing a 45-minute grounding yoga practice from the Ground and Center series of classes. And this practice moves at a deliberately slower pace, so you have time to transition and linger in the poses to find your own unique alignment, and also cultivate more focus, more calm, and feel more grounded. For practice today, you may wish to have a yoga block and a folded blanket, though they're not essential. I really hope you enjoy this class. Thank you so much for joining us. Namaste. And begin your practice in Child's Pose, Balasana. You can place your knees wide, buttocks toward your heels, and rest your chest between your thighs, or knees together, folding and resting forward. Now, as you arrive, take a moment to feel your body in contact with the ground beneath you. Allow your weight to settle. And just meet yourself softly here, quiet and still, tuning into what feels present for you. And remind yourself it's safe to relax here on your mat in your practice. Start to follow the natural rise and fall of your breath, narrowing your focus and arriving more fully into what's here. Breathing in a little bit slower, and breathing out a little bit longer, emphasizing a feeling of release and grounding. And from here, if it resonates, take a moment to set a simple intention, beginning with how you'd like to feel. Perhaps distilling it into a word or a quiet phrase, and let that intention be something you can return to throughout your practice. And rise onto all fours now. Find your tabletop pose, arranging your hands under your shoulders, fingers spread wide, knees under your hips. Glide through a few rounds of cow and cat. On your inhales, relaxing your belly, arching your spine, looking up. Exhales, round your spine, gaze back for cat pose. Move softly between the two, establishing a soothing steadiness to your breath. And come back to a neutral feeling spine. Tuck your toes under and reach your right arm out and then up toward the sky. Keep your right arm reaching high. Shift your buttocks back toward your heels. Push the ground away with your left hand. Squeeze your heels toward one another and feel a stretch through your feet. And then rise back up towards center, right hand high. And then thread your right arm under your left for a twist. Settle onto your right shoulder, your right side cheek. Option to position your left fingertips out to your left. Keep a little space across your chest. Or reach your left fingertips forward toward the top of your mat. Breathing smoothly in and out. Next inhale, unravel, sweep your right hand high. And then return all fours. Ground into your palms here. Press into your left shin and reach your right leg straight back. Find balance across your hips. Engage your abdominal core and then bend your right knee so the ball of your right foot up toward the sky. On your inhale, pulse your right thigh up, broaden across your chest. And then as you exhale, curl your right knee in toward your nose. Push the earth away. Twice more in your own time. And as you raise your right thigh up, pause, keep your heart open and pulse your right foot up. Start to feel your hamstrings engage. And then extend your right leg straight back and we'll move into balance. Slowly reach your left arm forward. Hold for one more steady breath in. And then release on your breath out. Transition into puppy pose and Anahatanasana. Keep your hips balanced over your knees, shins pressing down, walk your hands forward. Hands go a little wider than your shoulders. Then melt your chest, your heart toward the floor. You could rest or hover your forehead or even rest your chin if that's available. It's finding a version of the shape you can breathe easy. Feel the length through the sides of your waist. Gentle expansion across your chest. And allow your breath to move into the space around your heart. And look forward on your inhale and lower softly to your belly. We'll come to Sphinx pose. Rest onto your forearms. Bring your elbows just forward of your shoulders. And then press down through your forearms, allowing your chest to broaden and lift. And draw your shoulders softly back, keeping the back of your neck long, your legs engaged. Just enough to feel space across the front of your body without compressing your low back. And let your breath move through your ribs, your belly. And then release down from Sphinx. Shift your hands to your mat by your low ribs, elbows tucking in. Re-engage your legs and lift into Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Curl your heart forward and up. And take 3 breaths. As you're ready, softly release down, press back to all fours. Curl your toes under and lift your hips for downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And let this first down dog just be a moment of listening, tuning in. Feel your hands root into the mat, your feet meeting the ground behind you. Bend your knees as much as you need, finding length through your spine first. And slowly pedal your heels, just moving intuitively, following sensations, inviting more space where your body feels it needs it most. Settle steady in your down dog now. And together, take a smooth breath in through your nose. And open mouth exhale, a breath of release. Walk your hands back to your feet, back at the mat, and find a loose forward fold Uttanasana. Hold on to opposite elbows. Place a generous bend in your knees so your chest can rest on your thighs. And let your elbows swing a little side to side. Relax your head and your neck. Pause in the middle. Release your hands to your shins. Take a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And then release your hands down, walk forward. Return to all fours. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and tuck your toes under. Reach your left arm out and then any amount up toward the sky. Keep your left arm reaching high. Shift your buttocks back toward your heels. Press the ground away with your right hand. Stretching into your feet, heels squeeze together. Return back through center, left hand high, and then thread your left arm under your right and twist. Thread the needle. It's finding a clear shape in your body where you can breathe easy. Pressing down where your body meets the mat to turn yourself open. And gently unravel, sweep your left hand high. And return to all fours. Press into your right shin, reach your left leg straight back. Balance your hips. And then bend your left knee so left thigh parallel with the mat. On your inhale, pulse your left thigh up, open your chest, and then exhale, curl your left knee in toward your nose. Twice more in your own time. And as you raise your left thigh, hold. Flex your foot, keep your heart open, pulse your left foot up. And then extend your left leg straight back, finding balance now. Reach your right arm forward. Hold for one more steady breath in, and then release all fours on your breath out. Lower now onto your forearms. Transition into forearm plank pose. Step your feet back. Scoop your low belly in, fill out through your lower back, and then puff up through your upper back, through the press of your forearms. Legs are engaged. And then lower your knees down and come to your belly for Locust pose. Shavasana, arms alongside your body. Tuck your chin lightly in toward your chest, and then on an inhale, float your legs, arms, chest from the floor. And release down, hands to your mat. Slowly press back to child's pose, balasana. Take your seat to your heels. Staying connected to the ground as you shift, unhurried, holding here. Just a moment of pause, let your weight settle again. And then glide up onto all fours, press back to downward facing dog. Look forward between your hands, and at the end of your exhale, step lightly to the top of your mat. Space your feet hips width apart, take a halfway lift, lengthen your chest forward, Ardha Uttanasana, and softly forward fold. Rise to stand tall, sweep your arms overhead, and here lower your arms down by your sides. Find your even standing posture, Samastiti here. Inhale, circle your arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Breathing in, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. And step your left foot back for Warrior One, Virabhadrasana. Left heel grounds into the earth. Rising upright, pressing into the feet. And then let your hips and your shoulders face forward only as much as it feels natural for you in your hips and your low back. Consider taking your right foot over to the right a little for more space. Following your breath, steady gaze. On your inhale, straighten your right leg, stand tall, and then take your hands behind your back, preparing for bound pyramid pose, Pasvottanasana. So option here, you could hold opposite elbows behind your back, you could hold your waist, or take reverse Namaste behind your back. You might like to adjust your stance, your back heel can come in a little closer, left thigh engaged. Open your chest, lift your heart, and then take the next few breaths to fold forward over your right thigh. So intuitively accommodating your own body here, so you could bend the right knee if you're a little tighter in the hamstrings. Just settle and hold and deepen your breath. On your inhale, release your hands, return to Warrior One, rebend your right knee. Keep the legs and lower and interlace your hands behind your back now. Keep the strength and steadiness in your legs. Inhale, open and lift your chest. And then as you breathe out, humble warrior, fold forward to your own degree. Keep rooting down through your feet to feel steady. And then gently hug your right hip in toward the midline of your mat. And soften where you don't need to hold, perhaps relaxing your expression. And next inhale, release the hands, rise. Come to triangle pose, Trikonasana. Straighten your legs, arms go wide, adjust your feet so you feel steady. Then reach forward just enough to create length through the right side waist. And then rest your right hand either to your shin, perhaps a block here, or to the floor, left hand to the sky. Letting your breath move across your ribs. Take one more breath in. And then lower your hands to the floor. Step back to a plank pose on your inhale. Lotus Chaturanga, low pusher. On your inhale, moving into a back bend of your choice. Slow exhale, downward facing dog. Settle and pause here, follow your breath. And looking forward, bend your knees and step to the top of your mat. Open and fold with your breath's rhythm. Come to stand on the new breath. Reach tall and lower your hands down by your sides. Find your even standing posture. Left side, inhale, arms overhead. Forward fold as you breathe out. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And step your right foot back for warrior one. Firm your right heel down, engage your right thigh as you rise. Linger in your shape, steady, spacious breathe. Next inhale, straighten your left leg. And then arms behind your back for bound pyramid. It's taking your preferred bind. Adjusting your stance to find stability. And then inhale, open your chest. You might lean back a little. And then a few breaths to fold forward over your left thigh. So unrushed. On your inhale, release your hands, rise to warrior one, rebend your left knee, and then swim your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Inhale, open and lift your chest, draw your knuckles down. Exhale, humble warrior, folding forward. And you could send your knuckles straight back or lift your arms, but just find that place where you feel spacious, not strained. Inhale, rise, release your hands, lift your chest, come to triangle pose. No rush, left hand low and your right hand high. Press actively down through your feet, engage your thighs. Another breath in. Breathe out. This time, lower your hands to the floor and step up, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift your spine. Exhale and forward fold. Come to stand. And now pray your hands, lower your hands to the center of your chest. Reconnecting with your intention. Moment to pause. Move into tree pose for Rikshasana. Take a moment to shift your weight through your feet. Lift and spread your toes. Feel your base of support. And then moving your weight into your right foot, lift and place your left foot on the inside of your right leg. Gaze toward a steady, unmoving point in front of you. And if your balance feels unsteady today, just reset. Left toes can tap to the floor a little lower, or simply find balance in your breathe as we hold. Then release your left foot to the floor, come to Utkatasana chair pose. Motion your hips down and back, arms reach forward and up. Sit a little lower into your seat, take a smooth breath in. And then twist to your right. A few options here, you could tee out your arms or pray your hands. Final option, hook your left elbow to your outer right knee. Keep the weight balanced through your feet, especially grounding through your heels. Lengthen through your spine. And then revolve softly a little deeper on your exhales. Return to chair, one breath. Forward fold on your out breath. Breathe in, lengthen your spine forward. And step your left foot back for a runner's lunge, just here for a beat. Transition into Skandasana, side lunge to your left. Walk to your left, face the long edge of your mat. Bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. So hips could be more elevated here, or 10 toes toward the long edge of your mat. Or sit a little deeper, right toes toward the sky. On an exhale, Skandasana to your right. Left leg straightens. Keep your chest open and bright. Once more, one breath to your left. And then shift into side angle pose to your right. Uttita Pashvakonasana. So your right knee bends, aim your right toes to 12 o'clock. Left leg strong, steady behind you. Right forearm could rest on your right thigh, or you could bring your right hand to the floor or a block on the inside of your right foot. And then as you linger, feel for space in your body, smooth breathe, left arm up or overhead. Create a long line from your back heel to the crown of your head. Eyes down, hands down, frame your front foot. We'll balance out. Come to the half splits, Ardha Hanuman. Lower your left knee to the floor. Ease your hips back. And work towards straightening your right leg. And then inhale, just for a moment, lengthen your heart forward as you hug your right heel into the earth and back toward your right hip. And as you're ready, fold in toward your thigh. Pausing here for a few breaths. And then lunging forward. Step back to plank pose, hold there. And we'll take side plank on your right. Heels to your right, or option to place your right knee to the floor for a more grounded shape. Left hand to the sky. Once you're steady, engage your right side waist, your obliques. Return to plank. Lower chaturanga, low pusha. Open into your back bend, your choice. And slowly press back to downward facing dog. And steady the rhythm of your breath. And then look forward between your hands, bend the knees, travel lightly to the top of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Rise to stand. And touch your hands together, lower your hands to your heart center in prayer, a moment of pause. Final side, just moving into tree pose here for Ikshasana. Balance on your left foot now. Just very slowly, mindfully place your right foot on the inside of your left leg. Sandwich your foot and your leg together with a light squeeze to your left buttocks. And then finding a steady drishti gaze point. Softly lower into chair pose, Utkatasana. Feet to the ground, arms forward and up. Feel the weight spread through your feet. Smooth breath in. Chair twist to your left. So you have a few options here. You could tee out your arms. You could turn your torso, or you can hook your right elbow to your outer left knee. Just choosing a depth that feels sustainable for you. Return to chair, one breath, reach tall, and forward fold over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward, and step your right foot back, runner's lunge, long stride. Transition into Skandasana or side lunge to your right, bend into your right knee, straighten your left leg. Keep your chest open, broaden your collarbones. Take Skandasana to your left, right leg straightens. Once more, over to your right, one breath. And then into your side angle toward the front of your mat. Left knee bends, angle your left toes forward, ground your right heel. Right arm up or overhead. And create a little bit more space with each breath. And release your hands to the floor. And come to the half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. Work towards straightening your left leg. Take a few moments to adjust yourself so you feel steady. You can feel that stretch in the belly of your left hamstrings. And then inhale, guide the length of your spine forward, heart forward, and forward fold. Lunging forward, and we step back to plank pose, pause there. Side plank on your left, Vashisthasana, heels to your left, or place your left knee to the floor for more support, right hand to the sky. Press down where your body meets the mat and lift your left side waist a little higher. Come back to plank pose, and this time we'll press back to downward facing dog. Pedal and stretch, move and sway. Just notice if any space has opened up for you in your body. And then walk your feet forward to the top of your space. Separate your feet, and we'll take gorilla arms. Bend your knees and slide the palms of your hands under the soles of your feet. Elbows wide, ease your weight forward toward your wrists. Lift up through your hands. And then explore lifting your hips and drawing yourself a little closer toward your legs. And then step off your hands, take a halfway lift on your fingertips, and then toe heel your feet wide to the side edges of your mat, coming into Malasana Yogi squat. Toes turn out, heels in, lower your hips toward the earth, pausing anywhere along the way. An option here, if you have one, you could place a block under your buttocks for support. And let your weight drop down rather than holding yourself up here. Press the elbows gently into the knees, lifting your chest just enough to create space. Then soften your jaw, soften your face. And from here, we'll take a seat using your hands for support. Shift your way back to the middle of your mat. And then extend your legs forward, moving into Janushirasana, head to knee pose. So you might like to place a folded blanket under your seat if that feels helpful to elevate your seat. And then as you're ready, bend your left knee, sole of the left foot to your inner right thigh. Now aim to sit forward toward the front of your pelvis, and then inhale, reach your arms overhead. And as you exhale, begin to fold forward from your hips over your right thigh. Let your hands rest wherever they land. And then ease your way back up, lift your chest, keep your legs, take a gentle twist to your left, right hand to your left knee, left fingertips behind to the floor. Lengthening gently through your spine as you breathe in, and twisting to your left as you breathe out. And return through center, cross your right shin in front of your left, crossing as much as you can through the middle shins, flex your feet, and then inhale, arms overhead, and softly fold forward. And walk your hands back in. We'll switch sides. Left leg towards straight, right knee opens wide. Gently turn toward your extended leg and then inhale, arms reach overhead. Create some length through your spine and then fold forward over your left leg. Just letting your breath guide you in. And then inhale, ease your way back up. Keep the legs twist to your right, left hand to your right knee, right fingertips behind to the floor. Eyes forward, return through center and cross your left shin in front of your right. Flex your feet, arms reach overhead. Take a soft forward fold over your legs. And walking your hands back in. Gather any additional layers or props you might like to have with you for comfort. Make your way down onto your back. Recline for final rest. Might like to draw your knees in for a moment into your chest. Give yourself a gentle rock side to side. And then just as you're ready, extend your legs out long, a little wider than your hips. Rest your arms by your sides or on your body, wherever feels most restorative for you. And then make any final adjustments so your body can feel at ease. And let the ground take on your whole weight. Invite your breath to return to its natural rhythm, effortless, quiet. Just feel the subtle rise and fall of your body as you begin to relax. Every exhale is softening, releasing any remaining effort. Shoulders heavy, jaw relaxed. Just resting now, I'll be back to guide you back. And slowly begin to deepen your breath, drifting back. Wriggle your fingers, your toes. And then when you're ready, bending your knees, place your feet to the floor. And roll softly out to your right side, just pausing there for a moment. And then press your way back up to sit. Take your hands to prayer, center of your chest in Anjali Mudra. And take a moment to recall your intention, carrying that with you off the mat and into your day. And thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. I hope you can move through the rest of your day with more steadiness, clarity, and ease. Namaste.